A former national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Comrade Adams Oshiomole, has escaped being killed in an accident. The accident occurred as the APC was getting set for its campaign on Tuesday at Usen ahead of the September 19, 2020 governorship election in Edo State. According to available information, the accident occurred at Oluku Junction. While Oshomole escaped, two of his police escorts were not that lucky. The party had therefore cancelled the rally at Usen for Tuesday, moving it to Wednesday. According to a statement by the chairman of the APC media team for the campaign, John Mayaki, a trailer ran into the traveling campaign entourage of top APC chieftains in Edo State. The party condoled with the families of victims, saying they were not alone in the grief. Oh, very, very unfortunate. What is happening? I think was it not last week in Zamfara State? Some APC politicians, PDP, they said PDP politicians, we are hearing whether they are PDP supporters, but what we heard from the beginning that 14 politicians died in that accident. They were going to welcome the convoy of the governor of Zamfara State, and that was what happened. Now this is happening again. This is really, really unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I don't know what happened that the trailer had to veer and just to meet with the convoy. Thank God Oshomole escaped, but we hope and pray that God will comfort the families of the policemen. Very, very, very unfortunate. Who would have thought that such a thing would have happened? That Mr. Oshomole narrowly escaped that, but we thank God for keeping him. Well, we so sorry about those who lost their lives. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate. They will be using innocent people's life in exchange for their selfish lifestyles. you know, Nigerians, they will always say one thing, even something that will happen naturally, more, but maybe because of what has been happening because of experience in the past, people just try to insinuate if anything happens, they will just quickly conclude that it could be this, it could be that. From what we can see, it was just an accident. Of course, no, who knows? Obaseki is a failure already. Who? What has that got to do with Obaseki? Is it Obaseki that caused this whole thing? My goodness, this is unbelievable that somebody will be accusing somebody. Someone said this comment is not making sense at all. Gallant party faithful, may their soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. Oh, it's unfortunate. Pieces of you. You have used the police life to change your own. Were you there? These people that are saying all of this things, were they there? Were you there when it happened? Okay, state managed episode. Who did that? APC or PDP or who? They have used them for sacrifice. I pity those that following them, because among them they will see use for sacrifice. I think the convoy too, yes, the convoy of Obaseki too. I don't know whether something of that nature. That was 2 weeks ago or so. Why? What is happening? Could it be that the rules are not good, or what happened, or the drivers were not they were not driving very well? What could have happened? It's unfortunate. Well, people just have to be careful. People just have to be careful. And most of the time, we always blame all this when they are going on convoy, the police, the way they will be running, and you just be surprised. Be wondering whether these people, whether they have two lives. We don't know whether that was what happened in this case, because if they were going in convoy, whether maybe if they were going, during the rally, I don't think they will be speeding. Just like when all these banks, when they will be going with maybe bullion van, and even police people, they will just be blowing siren, and they will just, anybody they meet on the road, they will just, they can clear you. So just people just have to leave the road for them. But this particular case, it was a trailer that just ran into them. It's unfortunate, really unfortunate. This election period, I don't know what is happening. A lot of people need to be careful. I think yesterday too, this man was attacked, according to what we were told. Obaseki himself was attacked by armed robbers, according to what they say. And meanwhile, an eyewitness at the scene of this accident that occurred at Oluku Junction, yeah, narrated that while the former APC national chairman escaped unhurt, two of his police escorts were not lucky after the incident. It was learned that after the incident, the truck sped off the scene, but was eventually intercepted by law enforcement agency. So the truck thought he could escape. The driver of the truck thought he could escape. Responding over the accident, Izeyamu, who condoled with families of the victims, stated that they were not alone and in their grief, just as he pledged that the campaign would do everything. The campaign team would do everything to ameliorate their grief. The APC candidates, through a statement by chairman of the APC media campaign, John Mayaki, said that third-party members were involved in the accident, while announcing that he has suspended his scheduled events to honor the deceased. The APC candidate said that the campaign team would never forget their supreme sacrifice and appealed that Edo indigenes pray for the soul of the dead and against the recurrence of such tragedies. It's unfortunate. The family will have to bear that. The family will have to really bear that. I think, suspending the campaign for today is it's in good direction. They will still continue. Well, it will not stop the campaign forever. It will still continue. Since this campaign started, they've been what do we call it? There's been this a lot of funny events that has been taking place. Funny events. I think now it's like the natural thing is beginning to set in. Unlike before, this party will accuse the other party, but nobody to accuse in this with this situation or with the situation on ground. They are not going to accuse PDP, and PDP will not accuse APC because there has been some natural things that have been occurring, just like this accident. Initially, they will say, "Oh, this party attacked me. Oh, the other party attacked me. Oh, I suspected this was behind the whole thing." But this one that is happening, they just have to be careful. They just have to cool down. You can imagine if had it been it was Oshiomole, what would have happened? That would be the end. That would just be the end. So that's why these people really need to learn and take things easy. Take things easy. And it is not a do or die affair. At least this would have served as a lesson to them if they are really going to learn. Because it could have been Oshiomole or Ezeyamu. So what would have happened? So no one is wishing anybody evil, but I think they have to reflect back. But you know that politicians, they don't usually reflect. As it happens, now they have cancelled the campaign for today. Tomorrow they will start again, and they will just believe that that is how it is. With the statement that they've been making here and there, they really need to be careful. Really need to be careful. This is not really looking too good. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let us know your thoughts.